Well, I have over 25 years experience in the industry. I've grown up as a fourth generation textile person from my father, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather. We come from a wool background, producing woolen products right back in the early 1960s in England, in Huddersfield, through to late 1960s here in New Zealand through the Alliance Textiles Group. And then in early 2004, I left New Zealand to go into Europe. And in Europe, I spent a lot of time developing synthetic fabrics, synthetic yarns, and combining those with merino and with wool yarns to be able to create new products for the textile industry. I've spent the last 10 years, 15 years in athletic apparel, so designing new product for the athletic market, including leggings, tops, t-shirts from some of the major brands. Released a lot of new fabrics that were developed solely for the industry. A lot of those you'll see in the likes of Lululemon, you'll see them in LO Yoga, you'll see them in other leading yoga brands. And then I've started developing new fabrics here in Outopia with merino and merino synthetic yarns. And these are the basis of our business. From leaving one of the biggest brands for athleisure wear in the world and really supporting them, getting from their early stages through their big stages now where they're in the commercial scene, it's been a change for me. I enjoy working from startups and being able to get from from 0 to 10, 0 to 100. And that really inspires me. And when we spoke about Outopia with Alexis and the team here, it was an opportunity for me to grab. It's completely different to anything else I've done because we're working with brand new innovative product, but working with natural products. So working with wool, working with cottons, working with natural fibers. And I believe the world now needs to have more and more natural fibers to be fully sustainable, to be able to bring in much better levels of comfort. But I'm not naive enough to believe that 100% natural is correct. I believe that we need to look at a combination of synthetics as well as cottons, as well as wools and natural fibers to give us the durability and to get the best of the abilities for wool to produce and natural fibers to produce fabrics that will be beneficial for our wearers. So from an Outopia point of view specifically, and the reason I joined is because we're leading a brand new field. With Outopia, we're at the very beginning of being able to do everything brand new, and we can actually choose the destination for where we want to be. And I'm a big believer in the outdoors, and I'm a huge believer in sheep and wool and the farming and the growing community here in New Zealand and Australia. And I believe there's a lot of synergy between trail running, the growers on the farms, and how we bring product to market. Outopia, it's a fantastic brand that we've co-founded with Alexis, and we're seeing that there's a massive opportunity to bring merino and wool to the market. I'm a big believer in merino. Again, having so many lengthy conversations with my family and with my friends and the industry here in New Zealand, the industry in China and the sports industry in general, there's a real space for merino to be blended with synthetic fibers. And I think Outopia really epitomizes that with the fabrics we've created to be able to give something new to the market that solves a particular problem, especially around trail running, where we're trail running in the mountains. We need to have that thermal comfort, we need to have the durability, we need the wickability of these products. But we also need the ability to wash and wear, which we don't generally get with 100% wool. So from the Outopia side of things, we're doing some amazing stuff in that space of bringing merino into an area that needs durability as well as all the technical features that wool bring. The most amazing thing about this brand is that we're a multinational company. My background is New Zealand and Canada and out of Europe, and my co-founder Alexis is from China. And these two worlds really mesh together really nicely, as well as allows us to combine and create a brand that is both technically advanced, but also being able to produce very high quality merino wool that allows us to create that real niche in the market that gives us the durability, the wearability, and the functional performance of wool. Also, the teams are very young. Our team at Outopia is very young, and that's fantastic from a point of view of working with new ideas and creating new options that allows us to be able to bring new product to market. I believe we're building a very strong team, and we're building a team through culture and building a team through the law of attraction. So we're not necessarily taking the best technical people in the world, but we're taking the people that love trail running, that love to be in the outdoors, that love to learn and want to learn. Our team is very young, which allows us to look to the future in a very bright and sustaining way. Our team loves to get on the mountain, loves to trail. They do all their training. They have an understanding of the product that many brands don't. So we're really setting ourselves up for success by building a team of individuals that can understand the demands of trail running and then innovate around that space to bring new product to market that wows the consumer and allows the consumer to buy our product and just go mountain and running and trailing and doing stuff with our product that they immediately know they can do. Coming from New Zealand, I'm a big believer in promoting the New Zealand product, the New Zealand wool. But I'm also aware that there's more to New Zealand wool than just a wool product itself. We need to be able to blend it and make it worthwhile with synthetics. Each of those fibers has its own benefit, but we need to be able to combine the 2 fibers together or 3 fibers together to give us the technical aspects that we've got from Outopia. Outopia is a very small brand, just starting out, but we've focused all our energy in product development and innovative new product. So we've worked with 2 yarns that are available very exclusively to us, that allows us to play with these synthetic merino fibers and allows us to play in a space that nobody else has. This space is also very new, so there's lots of innovation. My background is very rare. I've worked in both the industries around wool industry, but also around the synthetic industry as well. So right back in the days when nylon was just starting to be promoted and worked into the athleisure wear, I worked on those projects back in 2012 through to 2018, and I found there's a need for both fibers. And both fibers can run independently, but I believe the combination of those 2 fibers allows us to really target something different from everybody else in the world. So hence our Wonderland and our Venture Light. We're blending wool with nylon fibers, which gives us the strength, the durability, the lightness, the thermal comfort. And I believe by combining all those things, we can have a very innovative product that nobody else has in the market. I think New Zealand has a lot of innovation. We have a lot of young people. When I was growing up, we didn't have access to engineering or parts from the machine manufacturers outside of New Zealand. It used to take 6 weeks by boat for parts to arrive in New Zealand. So as I was growing up, we had to innovate and manufacture our own parts or make modifications to our parts. So a lot of our innovation that we create in New Zealand quite often doesn't get past the border. It stays within ourselves. So being able to work with Outopia and with the manufacturers here in New Zealand and the manufacturers in China, we're able to bridge that gap, and we're able to use the ability that New Zealanders have in the way of their innovative thinking allows us to combine with China and our manufacturing partners to create brand new product. So there are a lot of similarities between China and New Zealand. I've been traveling China now since 2004, and I'm just amazed at how many similarities there are between the people, the culture, the way we work, the way we bring product to market is very, very similar. I have a lot of Chinese friends and a lot of New Zealand friends, and to be fair, it's very similar. We all love our food, we love our beer, we love our product, and we love to bring product to market and service the guest. I want Outopia in 30 years' time to be bringing trail running to the world. I think we've got to be making sure that everybody has access to trail running so that we're promoting the active, healthy lifestyles that everybody can be part of. And I think in 30 years, if we can bring running to the world, then the company will be successful.